Today's update is very important for anyone receiving Social Security benefits in the United States, especially seniors and people who depend on SSI or SSDI to pay for daily living expenses. Many people are hearing about a new type of letter being sent out by the Social Security Administration, and there is growing confusion, worry, and even fear about what this letter means. Some are afraid their checks will stop. Others believe it could mean extra money or a new payment. The truth is more detailed, and that is exactly what we are going to explain today in clear and simple language, so you know what this letter is, why it is being sent, and what you should do if it arrives in your mailbox. Over the past several months, the Social Security system has been under pressure. Costs of living are higher, more people are retiring, and benefit programs like SSI and SSDI are being reviewed more closely than ever before. Because of this, the Social Security Administration has started sending a new category of official letters. These letters are not random and they are not mistakes. They are part of a broader effort to review records, confirm eligibility, and communicate changes more clearly to beneficiaries. Unfortunately, many seniors have not been properly warned about these letters, which is why so many people are caught off guard when they receive one. This new type of letter is different from the regular cost of living adjustment notice or the annual benefit summary that many people are used to seeing. It often contains language about verification, review, or updated information. For some recipients, it may reference income, household details, banking information, or benefit status. The tone of the letter can feel formal and serious, which is why it causes anxiety. However, receiving this letter does not automatically mean that your benefits are being reduced or stopped. In most cases, it is a request for confirmation or a notice explaining how your benefits are being handled going forward. One major reason these letters are being sent is related to program integrity reviews. The Social Security Administration is required by law to ensure that benefits are paid correctly. That means confirming that people receiving SSI still meet income and asset limits, and that SSDI recipients still qualify under disability rules. In recent years, many reviews were delayed, which created backlogs. Now, those reviews are being restarted, and letters are the first step in that process. For seniors who rely on these payments, understanding this is critical because ignoring the letter can cause serious problems. Another reason for these letters involves changes in how payments are processed and reported. Banking rules, identity verification standards, and federal reporting requirements have all been updated. Some letters are sent simply to confirm that your direct deposit information is still correct or that your address has not changed. Others may explain adjustments related to overpayments, underpayments, or corrections made to your record. These letters are meant to inform you before any action is taken, not after, which is actually a positive change compared to the past. It is also important to understand that scammers are aware of this situation. When official letters start going out, fraud attempts often increase. This is why the Social Security Administration is emphasizing written communication through official mail rather than phone calls or messages. A real letter will never ask you to send cash, gift cards, or private information in an unsafe way. The purpose of these letters is to create a paper trail and give beneficiaries time to respond properly if action is required. Seniors should be especially careful and read every word slowly before reacting. Many SSI recipients are seeing these letters because SSI is a needs-based program. That means eligibility depends on income, resources, and living arrangements. Even small changes can affect eligibility, so the Social Security Administration periodically checks records to ensure everything matches. If you have had changes in your household, received financial help from family, or moved recently, the letter may be asking for clarification. This does not automatically mean you did something wrong. It simply means the system needs updated information. For SSDI recipients, the letters often relate to medical review schedules or work activity. Some people receiving SSDI are allowed to work limited hours or earn limited income. The Social Security Administration tracks this carefully. If your earnings records show activity, you may receive a letter asking you to confirm details. Again, this is not an accusation. It is part of standard monitoring. Many people panic when they see words like review or evaluation, but these processes have always existed. The difference now is that they are being restarted more aggressively after years of delays. Another important detail is that some letters explain benefit recalculations. These can occur when past information is corrected, such as earnings history or tax data. In some cases, this results in higher payments. In other cases, it may result in a notice about an overpayment. While overpayment notices are stressful, the letter itself is the beginning of the process, not the end. It gives you a chance to understand what happened and respond appropriately. Ignoring it is the worst possible option. Seniors should also know that these letters are being sent in waves, not all at once. Just because your neighbor received one does not mean you will receive one immediately or at all. The timing depends on your specific benefit type, review schedule, and record status. This is why rumors spread quickly and cause unnecessary fear. Each letter is individualized, and the content matters far more than the fact that it arrived. If you receive one of these letters, the first step is to remain calm and read it carefully from start to finish. Many letters contain important explanations early on, followed by instructions that only apply if certain conditions are met. Some letters require no action at all and are informational only. Others ask for a response by a specific date. Understanding which type you received is crucial. Seniors often assume every letter requires immediate action, but that is not always true. It is also important to keep these letters in a safe place. They are official records and may be needed later. If you have a trusted family member who helps you with paperwork, share the letter with them so they can help you understand it. These letters are written in formal language that can be confusing, especially for older adults. Taking time to review it slowly can prevent mistakes and unnecessary stress. As we move forward, it is clear that the Social Security Administration is changing how it communicates with beneficiaries. These new letters are part of a broader shift toward accuracy, transparency, and accountability. While change can be uncomfortable, understanding what is happening puts you in control. Knowing why the letter exists and what it is asking helps protect your benefits and your peace of mind. Now that we have explained why these new Social Security letters are being sent and what they generally mean, it is time to focus on what truly matters most to seniors and people with disabilities. What happens next, what actions may be required, and how this connects to payments, benefits, and possible financial changes. This part is especially important because misunderstanding or ignoring these letters can lead to delays, stress, or even temporary interruptions in benefits that many people rely on to survive. One of the most important things to understand is that not every letter requires a response. Some of these letters are purely informational. They are sent to explain changes in how the Social Security Administration is handling records, reviews, or payment processing. If a letter clearly states that no action is needed, then it truly means that. However, many seniors still panic and assume the worst. This is why reading the letter slowly and completely is essential. Often, the most important sentences are in the middle of the letter, not just at the beginning. When a letter does require action, it usually gives a clear deadline. That deadline is not meant to scare you, but it does matter. The Social Security Administration works on timelines, and missing a response window can cause automated systems to pause benefits until information is received. This does not mean your benefits are permanently lost, but it can create unnecessary hardship. Responding on time helps ensure that your SSI or SSDI payments continue smoothly. For SSI recipients, required actions often involve confirming income, resources, or living arrangements. If you are asked to verify information, it is usually because something in the system does not match federal records. This can happen even when you have done nothing wrong. For example, small bank interest, help from family, or changes in household composition can trigger a review. Providing accurate information helps clear up these issues quickly and protects your eligibility. For SSDI recipients, letters that require action may relate to work activity, medical reviews, or earnings records. Some people receiving SSDI are allowed to work under certain limits. If earnings are reported incorrectly or appear higher than allowed, the system may flag the record. The letter is your opportunity to explain the situation. Many people fear these reviews, but they are not automatic terminations. They are part of ongoing monitoring required by law. Another area these letters often address is payment accuracy. The Social Security Administration is correcting old records and matching data more closely with other federal systems. This means some people may receive notices explaining adjustments. In certain cases, seniors may learn that they were underpaid in the past and may receive corrected payments. In other cases, the letter may mention an overpayment. While overpayment notices are stressful, they are not accusations. They explain how the amount was calculated and what options are available moving forward. It is also important to understand how stimulus-related discussions fit into this situation. Many seniors still have questions about stimulus payments, tax credits, and relief programs from previous years. While new stimulus checks are not being issued automatically at this time, benefit records are still being reviewed in connection with past programs. This is especially true when stimulus payments affected income calculations or tax filings. Some letters clarify how these past payments were treated and whether they affected SSI or SSDI eligibility. Seniors should also be aware that these letters are part of a larger modernization effort. The Social Security system is being updated to reduce errors and improve communication. While the letters may feel intimidating, they are meant to provide clarity rather than confusion. Unfortunately, the language used can still be difficult to understand, especially for older adults. This is why seeking help from a trusted family member or advocate can be extremely helpful. Another critical point is record keeping. Keeping copies of all Social Security letters, responses, and related documents is one of the best ways to protect yourself. If a question arises later, having written proof can make resolving issues much easier. Many seniors regret throwing away letters they thought were unimportant, only to need them months later. Treat every official letter as something worth keeping. It is also worth addressing the emotional impact of these letters. For many seniors, Social Security is their primary or only source of income. Any communication from the Social Security Administration can feel threatening, even when it is routine. Anxiety, fear, and confusion are very common reactions. Understanding that these letters are part of standard procedures, not personal judgments, can help reduce stress. You are not alone, and millions of people are receiving similar notices. Another important issue is misinformation. Rumors spread quickly, especially online and through word of mouth. Some people claim these letters mean benefits are ending or that everyone will lose money. These claims are not accurate. Each letter is specific to the individual receiving it. Comparing your situation to someone else's can lead to unnecessary worry. What matters is what your letter actually says and what it asks you to do, if anything. As these letters continue to be sent, seniors should be proactive but not fearful. Checking your mail regularly, opening official letters promptly, and taking time to understand them can prevent problems. Ignoring mail because it feels overwhelming is understandable, but it often creates bigger issues later. The Social Security Administration communicates by mail for a reason, and responding properly keeps you in control. Another key takeaway is that benefits do not usually stop without notice. These letters are the notice. They are the first step, not the final action. If something needs to be corrected, you are being informed in advance. This gives you time to act, ask for help, and protect your benefits. That is why paying attention now is so important. As we look ahead, it is clear that Social Security communication is evolving. These new letters may become more common as systems continue to update. Seniors who understand what these letters are and how to respond will be better prepared and less stressed. Knowledge is one of the strongest forms of protection when it comes to benefits and financial security. In closing, this new type of Social Security letter is not something to ignore, but it is also not something to fear. It is a tool being used to ensure accuracy, fairness, and proper communication. By reading carefully, responding when required, keeping records, and staying calm, seniors and people receiving SSI or SSDI can navigate these changes successfully. Understanding what the letter means, why it was sent, and how it fits into the bigger picture helps protect not only your benefits, but also your peace of mind.